Hello, it's me, and it's another rolling road run today. I have royalty coming. Honestly, real royalty in the Peugeot world. In the modified Peugeot Max Power world. This lady is royalty, and she is bringing down her highly modified Peugeot 206 GTI. And like, you know me, there aren't many modified Max Power cars here, are there? But I was kind of into that. I was one of the I used to buy Max Power every month, and Fast Car and all the others sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine I would do it now, but I did a lot. Cruise culture, you know, that was me. That was my life. McDonald's trays under the back wheels of the B&Q car park. Halcyon days. Anyway, she's coming down. We're going to pop her Peugeot on the dyno. Her Peugeot is highly modified. You've seen that on the thumbnail. But engine-wise, it isn't. So I'm intrigued. I have not done any Peugeot or Citroen with that engine in it before. It's the 2-litre EW10 engine. It's not the 180. It's the one, they call it a 140. I think it's 138 horsepower is the book figure. I've only ever done the variable valve timing version before in my C4 180. And, well, I want to know, are those engines like TU engines and Peugeots? Do they overproduce? Or do they not? Because the C4 didn't. Right, well, let's get the car in when it arrives. It's not here yet. There we go, look, in honour of our guest who's coming. You haven't seen this one yet. Now we wait. Subtle, isn't it? This is amazing. So this car is owned by Kelly, Kelly's Pug, as she's known. If you were a regular reader of Max Power, or I'm guessing like Fast Car, Revs, Redline, all that kind of thing back in the day. Yeah, if you were a reader of any of those magazines back in the day, you'd recognise her. She had a series of, well, Pugs, not that kind. 205, 106, and now the 206. She also had Saxos and things, it turns out. We'll speak to her later on. I'm hoping to do a Q&A sort of chit-chat with her in a bit, because I'm really intrigued to get her take on kind of the Max Power scene and everything as she saw it, and how it might be coming back. Now, people who watch my videos will, well, you're probably not used to cars like this, are you? In fact, I've actually uncovered Hilda in homage to our guest, because that's the only really highly modified car I've got in my possession. But there's a feeling that this kind of thing's coming back. When I was growing up in the, well, I was born in the 80s, and I was driving at the turn of the millennium. So I was in that kind of Max Power era, and it was a brilliant era. And do you know what? I'm going to be completely honest. In recent years, I've been one of those who sort of almost looked back at it and laughed and thought, oh, it's so cheesy and like everything like that. And look at the cars that I've had and what I've done to them. But I'm so happy to see this car. The amount of effort that's gone into this is a driveway build. The amount of effort, the amount of love, the thought that's gone into it. It's an idea that someone's had in their head and made it. And is still making it. It's an evolving thing. She is continuing to modify this car. She has more plans. She wants to change the seats. She wants to do some stuff with the wheels. Has she done anything with the engine? No, that's why it's here. This is a standard Peugeot 206 2003 model GTI. It is not a GTI 180 or 177 as they actually are. Because it's a GTI, not 180, it means it's an engine that I've never put on the dyno before. I've never run a car with this engine. It's the EW10J4 engine, which is the predecessor, no, it's not, that's bollocks. It's the successor to the XU engine, which you can just kind of see at the back. There's one up there. Bits of one, it's broken, but yeah, that's a paperweight. It's effectively, I think they use the same crankshaft as the XU engine. So the venerable old XUD engines that you used to see in BXs and 405s and 205s back in the 80s, there's a lineage that's still here on this car now. Now, if you go on the power graphs and things on the website, you'll see there is a listing for a Citroen C4 VTS 180. I used to have one of those. That is this engine, but with a bit more variable valve timing and cylinder head reworked by Lotus, I think. This one, not so. About 138 horsepower rated out of the box. It's probably 140 PS, and that's closer to what we'll be measuring in today. But we'll say 138 because it's my channel, and bollocks, I do what I want. 138 horsepower at 6,000 and about 140 pound-foot at 4,000. So it's quite a flexible engine, not especially peaky, but at the same time, you will have to get it spinning. It's only done 80,000 miles, which for one of these is quite low. It has got a fruity exhaust on it, but that's cat back. beyond all the restrictions and things at the front, they're still in place. So this would be a good marker, a good benchmark as to see what the EW engine is like. Because of course we do Peugeot dynos a lot. You know I love a Peugeot dyno. Most Peugeots overperform. The TU engines tend to overperform. The XU engines, diesels can sometimes, but they're generally about where they're meant to be. The DW engines, the HDIs, don't necessarily overperform, but mileage is just a number. They shrug off the mileage. They still make the power. We've seen the Picasso video with 500,000 miles on it, we know. But I've never done an EW engine in recent years. The C4 kind of underproduced a little bit. That's my worry. But that had variable valve timing, more things going into that, more things that could affect that. So, well, I can't get over how pink this car is. So under the bonnet we have the EW10 engine, but there's like a lightning storm going on the, well, it's not even the rocker cover, that's just a plastic cover that goes over the rocker cover. But it is completely original. Look, even the airbox is standard. The engine's canted back at an angle like it is in the XU engines, but it's not quite as much. I think it's 15 degrees in these. Yeah, I'm full of really good information like that. I'm guessing it could be 15 degrees because cars are getting bigger at the front. Like, the bonnets aren't as low anymore. So, other than that, you know, I'm guessing this car used to be black. No, it didn't. It used to be blue. She told me it used to be blue, so... Oh yeah, you can see it on the bulkhead. There's a switch there. Don't push the switch. You don't know what the switch does. Don't push the switch. If you push the switch and something happens and it blows up or something, you're going to be really... Why do you have to do things? Why do you have the urge to do stuff like this? I really want to push the switch. I want to push it. I want to push it. No, I'm not going to push the switch because it might be something to do with the stereo, or it might suddenly go or something, I don't know. We're going to do the moment of truth. She's come in to see. What did you think? 135?
135.
You were pessimistic. 139.
Yes! Yay!
It's the paint that's done it.
It is, yeah.
And that was the first run. I didn't hit the limiter. Although, where did it peak? Because the book figure, I've got the book figures here. So the book figure is 130, well, it's 138 PS. We're doing this in metric horsepower, so it's 138 PS at 6,000 revs. It's done 139 at 6,000 revs, and 140 pound-foot at 4,100, 142 pound-foot at just under 4,000. So it's where it's meant to be. The only thing that's a little bit squirrely on it is it's got a flat spot there,
yeah, and
here. But we can do another run. It might iron out. It might just be because it was warming up. Yeah, it has got high power losses.
What would cause that?
It's more drag, more friction. But it has got hoof and great wheels on it. The guy was saying on Instagram, someone said to you it's got big wheels, it's going to lose power.
Yeah.
And that's misinformed. The reason is it probably has lost a bit of power through the transmission, or power losses is wheels, transmission, everything like that. It probably has lost a bit because of the big wheels, because it's lost it on the way up.
Right.
So when you come down, it measures a higher loss, but then when it was accelerating, it was losing as well. So it balances out and it's wound up roughly where it's meant to be. So it probably will make the car a bit slower having the big wheels, but I'm guessing you don't use this for speed.
Absolutely not. It's a tank.
Run 2. Everyone can guess. Run 2. Look, you've got the whole bloody family here. Look.
140.
140. You're going for it. 140. What do we say?
I reckon the arse end's going to fall out of it. 95.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you there. It's got to be 138.
I'm going 135.
135. It's done it.
Oh my god!
140.
Yes!
You've joined the 140 club.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Just like a Volkswagen Passat TDI. We're trying to find out why. Ah, there's why it's making extra power. Right, yeah, well, we've got a happy owner. 140 horsepower. Not bad. Not bad at all. Exactly what it's supposed to do, in fact. Actually slightly more than it's supposed to do. If you want to learn a bit more about the car and the owner who's created it, well, I'm going to have a chat with her in a minute. There'll be another video on that coming shortly, learning all about the Max Power era and the fact it might be coming back. But until then, go away.